What if I told you that the world around us is amazing? That there is far more than what meets the naked eye? And that good health, vitality, and knowledge of our planet is at your fingertips? If that's what you're seeking, then you're at the right place, my friend. Together, let's draw conclusions on the natural world.
Today, we are embarking on the second part of our lion's mane mushroom series. Now, the first part was about the benefits of lion's mane mushroom, and also why it has lasted throughout history in cuisine and ancient medicinal practices. For this part, though, we will be touching on how this beautiful, majestic shroom can potentially change modern medicine. Now, without any further bamboozling, let's all embark on the beautiful, the majestic, the awe-inspiring, the lion's mane mushroom. Now, it is without a doubt that lion's mane contains many amazing properties that in some cases are completely unique to the mushroom. For starters, lion's mane has significant potential to promote neurogenesis, prevent and repair nerve damage, as well as alleviate dementia, symptoms of anxiety and depression, and neuropathic pain, among many other neurological health conditions. Now, homies, this is massive. We are talking about brain repair on a level that mankind has yet to embark upon. For those of my listeners who do not know what dementia is, it is simply the loss of cognitive functioning, thinking, remembering, and reasoning to such an extent that it interferes with a person's daily life activities. Some people with dementia cannot control their emotions and their personalities may change. Now, in short, it is the dematerialization of the brain and to this day cannot be reversed. Scientists have worked for years on reversing this fairly common disease. However, they've only been able to slow down the process, not completely stopping it. It eventually results in complete lack of brain function and will eventually kill you. For any of you who have ever experienced a loved one having dementia, it can be awful. They begin to stop recognizing their loved ones, stop taking care of themselves. They have outbursts of anger and uncontrolled emotion, and it does eventually kill the person. Now, I'm not a scientist, and I don't claim to understand the disease on a scientific level, but if there's a natural remedy that can possibly slow down and reverse the effects of this terrible disease, well, then we have a fantastic starting point here with lion's mane. I truly believe that with further study and testing, doctors of the future will be able to help prevent a once incurable disease. Our reasoning is because scientists have been able to break down cells on a molecular level and use different levels of synthesization to change the original property of the cell. Now, if you don't know what synthesization is, it is generally the heating up and cooling down of cells on an extreme level. But really, don't quote me on that. I'm just a munchkin who doesn't really understand the realm of well-studied science. But this is generally the basis of many prescriptions, and their successful results have turned into cures for ailments that were once considered incurable. With that being said, my next level of understanding that lion's mane could be a possible natural cure is in the areas of anxiety and depression. Now, with anxiety and depression, these are two very normal responses to the human existence. I can assure you that nobody walking God's green earth has existed without any level of these two in their lives. It is essentially a part of the human condition. But with that being said, some folks exist with a level so high that it is hard to cope with daily life in long bouts. And I believe lion's mane can help in a sense of broadening the horizon in the mind and really helping people lift from the dark depths of anxiety and depression. If lion's mane can truly help stimulate more neurological pathways in the brain, which is also known as neurogenesis like we talked about in our first video, then this wonderful supplement may be an amazing starting point for helping humans overcome these two difficult obstacles. Do you like making money without lifting a finger? Well, so do I. That's where this free brokerage can really help you out. Coinbase is the best crypto brokerage on the market and is always ahead of the curve with new coins, lingo, and even news. Not to mention, Coinbase is a free brokerage, so there's no pesky charges you have to pay like the others out there. If you're interested in making some effortless, free, passive income, take my link in the description below and get $10 for free in Bitcoin after funding your account. I stated in part 1 of the Lion's Mane series that the mane does stimulate the hippocampus part of the brain. And this is the part of our noggin that our mood originates from. And if this is true, according to certain studies found upon the worldwide web nation, then with continual use of this supplement, we can possibly open our minds to a new level of realization. And through a healthy process of eating, healthy habits, and more spiritual existence with God, we can find a solution to cure these ailments. Now, I'll be leaving a link in the description below of where I found that data. Some other practices I recommend with helping with anxiety and depression are things like yoga, getting back to nature, talking directly to God about our problems, seeking a better version of ourselves, exercising, and most importantly, getting some mother freaking sleep. I cannot express this enough because sleep controls so much in our lives. Now, I would like to reiterate, I am not a scientist, and I don't know your personal experience, but finding a true purpose in life through some of these things I've listed, I believe will truly help you in your journey. Now, before I cut out, I would like to specify how much of lion's mane is a healthy dose upon regular consumption. A solid teaspoon mixed with water, or really whatever liquid you choose, is good for dry powder, and this can be anywhere from 1 to 2 grams, and you can kind of turn it into an herbal tea. Or, extracts are great as well. A dose is anywhere typically from 30 to 45 drops under the tongue, and you just kind of keep it there for a minute or so. It really just kind of depends on the strength of the tincture, but definitely read your labels, my dudes. I hope you enjoyed our 2-part series on lion's mane mushroom. This little guy has so much we can take from it, and is just one example of how nature provides some of the best medicine for the human experience. If you liked this video, please do me a huge favor by dropping a subscribe and even hit that bell for quicker notifications for when I do drop regular videos with more informative and impactful information about the medicinal world around us. I'll also be leaving a link below to our Spotify version of this podcast if you want to go and listen on the go. I'll be leaving a link in the description below of where you can get high quality lion's mane delivered straight to your door, and I'll also be leaving our Twitter link as well. Take care, stay inspired, stay loving, stay humble, and always travel as much as you can. Signing off, and Bryght Idea is gone.